Hello everyone, I'm your teacher Rabia Atif, and today I will continue chapter 2 from your biology book. Our topic today is about cell, the structural and functional unit, in which we will find about the organelles of cell. First, we need to know about what are organelles. Organelles mean parts, so all cells have small parts called organelles. All living things like people, animals and plants, they are made up of cells. The question arises here is, what is a cell? A cell is the smallest unit that is capable of performing life functions. As in the last lesson you learned about cell theory, which says, number 1, all living things are made up of one or more cells. Number 2, cells are the basic unit of structure and function in an organism. Number 3, all cells come from existing cells. Cells are present both in plants and in animals. So first, we will have a look at an animal cell. This is an animal cell. It has different organelles you can see on the screen. You can see nucleus, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulums, plasma membrane, Golgi complex, cytoplasm, vacuole, and mitochondria. Although all these words and terms are quite new and a little bit difficult for you, but we will discuss about them later. In the same way, this is a plant cell. It also has same organelles as the animal cell has, except for few. It also looks different in shape. You can see Golgi complex, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulums, nucleus, mitochondria, and cell membrane. Two new organelles you can see here which are not present in an animal cell, that are cell wall and plastids. It means that cell wall and plastids are contained by only plant cell. Let us study the organelles separately with their functions so that you come to know about them, how they work. The picture you are seeing on your screen is the first one, that is the cell wall. It is found only in the plant cell, as we discussed previously. This is the microscopic picture of the cell wall. Cell wall has different functions. Number 1, the cell wall maintains cell shape. It also helps in supporting the cell mechanically. It prevents from bursting. This means it helps the protoplasm to maintain itself. Then number 4, the fourth function, controls cell growth. Number 5th, provides physical barrier. By physical barrier we means that it separates it from the other cells, because all the cells in our body or in plant body are joined together. Point 6, carbohydrates are stored here. It means that in the cell wall the starch or the carbohydrate in plants is stored. The second picture is the cell membrane that comes after the cell wall. It is found in plant and animal cell both. The function of the cell membrane is that it keeps a cell intact, it protects it, it regulates the material. The cell membrane also helps the passage of oxygen and carbon dioxide to pass through it. And last, it helps the water to move freely across it. This is nucleus. This is the third organelle. It is actually the center of all activities. It helps the cell to regulate all the activities conducted by the cell. The functions of the nucleus are mainly, number 1, it helps in the shape and stability of the cell. This means it helps the nucleus not to collapse or not to get damaged. Number 2, It helps in compartmentalizing. This is a new word for you. Compartmentalizing means that it separates the nuclear material. Nucleus is actually in the center of the cell, so it has different material comparatively. So it is needed to be compartmentalized. It means it separates the nuclear material. The things that are present in the nucleus are separated from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. The fourth organelle of the cell is cytoplasm. It is a jelly-like material inside the cell, and all the organelles which we named previously float in it. Just if we put some things in the water and they float on it, in the same way all our organelles float in the cytoplasm, that is a jelly-like material. The cytoplasm contains different cytoplasmic organelles. Few and main of them will be discussed here. Number one is endoplasmic reticulum. I will say it again, endoplasmic reticulum. Number two, Golgi complex. Number three, mitochondria. Number four, plastids. And number five, vacuoles. It means these all organelles are present inside the cytoplasm, that is a jelly-like material present inside the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum. These are finger-like projections, means they look like our fingers. They are of two types inside the cell. Inside the cytoplasm, they are of two types. Number one, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and number two, rough endoplasmic reticulum. The difference between them is that the smooth endoplasmic reticulum do not contain ribosomes. Ribosomes are actually small round bodies which are found on the endoplasmic reticulum but not on the smooth ones. And the rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes on it, that's why this seems rough, so they are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum lack ribosomes and makes proteins that is used in the cell. But the rough endoplasmic reticulum, they make the protein but not for itself but for the export. Export means to give it to other parts of the cell. Again, I will repeat the difference between the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum lack ribosomes. Ribosomes are small round bodies which are found on the endoplasmic reticulums. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum basically makes proteins which is used inside the cell. On the other side, rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes, the small round bodies on its surface, and they makes protein, the same function as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum does, but makes the protein to export, not to be used inside the cell. This picture is of Golgi complex. This is one of the organelle that is found in the cytoplasm. It also has different functions. Golgi complex is actually also a finger-like projections, but they are pinched on the ends. You can see it is just like fingers, but on the both ends they are pinched. The Golgi complex are concerned with cell secretions. This means that all the secretions which are made inside the cells are concerned or controlled by the Golgi complex. The main functions of Golgi complex are they modifies protein and lipids, they remove material from cell. This means if any extra material or any you can say excess material is made, it is removed by Golgi complex. Then it secretes mucus. Mucus is a thick material that comes out in the cell. And last of all, it makes products for transport. This means the products which are transported to other parts of the cell are controlled by the Golgi complex. This is the picture of mitochondria. It is another organelle inside the cell. This mitochondria is also called the powerhouse of the cell. It contains enzymes. Enzymes means the bodies which breaks food and produce energy. All the food that comes inside the cell is broken into simpler form and energy is produced. This all is done by this mitochondria. The main function which you should remember is that mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell because it consumes energy and then it releases for different processes inside the cell. Plastids. This is another organ inside the cell, but the thing you need to remember is plastids are present only in plants. They are not present in animal cell. When you will be asked to find out the differences between animal and plant cells, you need to keep this in mind that plastids are found only in plant cells. Plastids are basically responsible for containing pigments. It has pigments of 3 types. Pigments means colors. Number 1, chloroplast. Since you are studying in the schools, from one class you are learning that chloroplast is the green coloring matter that is inside the plants, and because of the chloroplast the plant seems green. But today in the 9th standard we are going to learn about the pigments that are of 3 types which are found in the plastids, and plastids are the organelles that are in the plant cells. Number 1 is chloroplast. It is responsible for the green color and it absorbs the sunlight for photosynthesis. You already know that photosynthesis is a process that is used to make food for the plants. This term is not new for you, but again I will repeat, photosynthesis is a process that is used by the plants to make their food by the help of the sunlight. Number 2 is chromoplast. Chromoplast is another pigment that is found in the plant cell. It contains the colorful material that is red, orange and yellow, and it is mainly found in flowers and fruits. It means the plants which are having flowers and fruits, they contain different colors. It means whenever you see them, you just come to know about that they have chromoplast in them. The third one is leucoplast. Leucoplast is colorless, means it has no color, or you can say it is transparent. It contains no pigment, it has no color in it, and it is used to store starch. Starch is the material that is made by the plant as their food. These are vacuoles. Vacuoles are also an organelle found in the plant and animal cell both. There are certain differences regarding vacuoles. Vacuoles are actually the fluid-filled sacs. Sacs means a kind of a shopping bags. They are filled with different fluids. The differences which I want you to know about vacuoles in animal cell and plant cell is that animal cells have many vacuoles comparatively plant cells, because plant cells have few or only one. The second difference between them is they are small in animal cells. The vacuoles that are found in animal cells are small, but the vacuole that is found in plant cell is large in size. The third difference between them is the vacuoles that are in an animal cell are temporary for some time. They appear and after some time they disappear. And in plant cell, the vacuoles are permanent. They stay there till the cell ends. Vacuoles also mainly known for the best function and the main one, that is they store cell sap. Cell sap is the material that actually regulates and that actually supports the cell to live. As you have learned about the organelles of the cells, all the information is also given in your book. The pages are mentioned on the first slide of this presentation. You can read out about all these organelles on the given pages. That begins from page number 29. The homework I want you to do in your biology copy is, number 1, write a short note on following. That is, number 1, nucleus. Nucleus is the organelle that is found both in plant and animal cell. And number 2, cell membrane. To write a short note in your copy, you can take the help of this presentation as well as you can take the help of your book. The second question you need to do in your biology copy is that you have to write the differences between animal and plant cell. During the presentation, I have mentioned about the differences that are found in the animal and plant cell. You can simply just go through this presentation again and again, and you'll come to know what are the differences actually between animal and plant cell. Or if you miss something in the presentation, you just go through your book from page number 29 till page number 34. Over there you can see different differences between animal and plant cell. Some important thing you need to know about is, number 1, do all the homework given to you from the first lesson till the present one in your copy. Copy means the biology copy. Marks will be given to you on the basis of your homework. This means definitely you need to do it in your copy, then you will get the marks. Do not submit the copy to the school office. Just keep the copy with you, do the homework in it, and be up to date. Thank you. God bless you all.